In this episode of Razor Pop, we meet the Observatory, considered by some to be the best band in Singapore. You'll also get to hear 2 of their songs in full. Lucky you.
Yo, what up?
你要见还是我
Yo, what up?
你要见还是我
It's Razor Pop lah.
Fans swear by the Observatory, calling it the best band in Singapore. Listening to the band's music, they say, is a quasi-spiritual experience, a dream they don't want to wake up from. Having just released their 4th album called Dark Folke, the band is set to perform a series of gigs. You can find the schedule on the band's MySpace website. When Razor TV went to the Arts House recently to catch one of its gigs, we were impressed by the dark, elegant, minimalist setting. Throughout the gig, most of the band members remained seated and intensely focused on the music, seemingly unconcerned with typical notions of showmanship. The music itself was an avant-garde soundscape, a slow-burning nocturne that bled through moods and genres. Most of the audience sat transfixed by the oral feast. Earlier that day, we spoke to the band about the album Dark Folke. Hey folks, you're watching Razor Pop. I'm here with what I think is the best band in Singapore, the Observatory. We have Dama, Victor Loh, Leslie Loh, and Evan Tan. Vivian Wang isn't here because she's not feeling well, but she will be playing at the performance, and you'll get to watch 2 songs from the performance later on. So guys, can you describe to me what the 4th album is about?
It's about actually, to be honest, when we started writing the songs, there wasn't really like a concept or anything. We just wrote songs, and there weren't any lyrics as well, and it was just music and like vocal melodies. So we basically fixed everything, and whatever concept that came about only happened like really last minute when we were in Bergen. And so it turns out that it's kind of about Dark Folke.
What is the music like? Is it different from your 3rd? And your 1st and 2nd, of course?
I think it's different, but like people who are familiar with our work, they will say that, you know, it actually sounds the same. It's I mean that's what I've heard some responses of. But I mean, to us, we actually tried to do things differently.
Was there a conscious effort to reinvent yourself with this album?
I think with every album we try to make it interesting for us when we are writing the songs. So
For us, not just the fans, right, but also for you.
Yeah, I think
as
so.
the band.
Yeah.
I think we do music for ourselves first before.
I mean, we have to, because that's the only thing that drives us forward. Anyway, to keep it interesting for ourselves. And hopefully the fans would be able to appreciate the things that we're doing.
Take that journey with us. Yeah. We don't want to just keep releasing recycled stuff.
Yeah.
So we want to keep trying to move ahead and progress.
Right. Let's talk about the process of creating the music. Now, in the first 2 albums, I believe you led most of the... You pretty much wrote the basic chords, and you wrote the lyrics as well, and the music. But from the 3rd album onwards, there was more input from various band members. Can you describe that?
I think specifically for the 3rd album, our approach was to each member to come out with a song. So I think we wanted to kind of work that way. So.
And how did that turn out?
Yeah, it turned out really varied, I feel, and it kind of puts everybody in a different kind of work mode.
Yeah.
Because, like, you know, if you follow a certain process, it becomes a bit dry after a while.
Mm-hmm.
So once we change things around, it became exciting again. Yeah. So I think for the 4th album, there's pretty much the same approach as well.
Okay.
As the 3rd.
Can you describe your roles? Which song did you work on specifically, Dama?
I think there were 3 songs.
He kind of started on about 3 songs.
Right.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Blood Rising, Incastrate, and Likan.
Oh, I love Dikar. I love Dikar.
Low Down as well.
Low Down, yeah, just the basic idea, but Low Down is more jam, things that work.
Right. And yourself, Victor?
I just started the Invisible Room, so I laid out the backbone for that. That's
Okay. What about yourself, Evan?
I mean, along the way, we try to do something to change
Yeah.
things. We all do actually change the structure or arrangement of the song.
Okay. And which songs did you write or compose?
Mind Roots.
I love Minor Roots, yeah.
Thanks, man. Boring?
Shuffler,
Omicron. But yeah, those were really just very basic. I
Okay.
just started with a very small loop, and then it became everybody added their parts to Omicron.
So that's the process that you're looking at these days, and you all find it incredibly rewarding, I'm sure. Don't go anywhere. We bring you more of the interview and a couple of songs from the showcase.